Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to our Self Journey 101. This is our third event. I'm glad that everybody can come out. All of us soul family out here enjoying one another. I say this is the actually third one. The last one we had was in South Carolina in Greenville, but we decided to move this one to Atlanta. And we're glad that everyone can come out, everyone can be able to be here, to be able to enjoy. We got some nice speakers that's coming up. We got Will that's going to be coming up and dropping some knowledge as usual. We got Von Circle that's going to drop some knowledge. But I'm glad that everyone is here. Everyone that ate and got full. Y'all feeling good? Yeah. Y'all feeling good? Stomach is full, so now we get full on that good knowledge. You know, one thing about the self journey is one of the things that I always harp on with the self journey is loving thyself. If you don't love yourself, love on yourself. You are the most important thing in your story. You are the main character in your story. You have to love on you more than anything, than anyone. Because if you can't love on you, how can you be able to love on someone else or be able to show the love, right? The self journey, we know that it's a self journey, but it's also mainly about you. It's about you doing the work. Doing the work is facing certain things. You know, a lot of times when it comes to growing and when one wants to grow and become that better person, that better actually knowing who you are, knowing that you are source, knowing that you are God, knowing that it lives within you. As it said, everything that you need is within you. But if you're not willing to put the work in, then you're gonna be doing yourself a disservice. Self journey is a journey that is not for the weak. It takes a strong person to be able to look in that mirror and want to face self. Let me say that again. It takes a strong person to be able to look in that mirror and want to face self, want to challenge self to be better. Most like to sweep a lot of things under the rug, but how can you grow and how can you elevate if you're not facing those certain things that will keep you back? A lot of times people like to point the finger and say, this person here, they did this and this is why I can't grow. No. Sometimes we self-sabotage self because we're not facing things that's going on within us that we know that we should face. How can you elevate? How can you grow? I know a lot of times it comes with pain, but one thing about pain, it don't last forever. I got a favorite saying. If you keep on going, you're going to be all right when the swelling goes down. Let me say that because the mic went out. You're going to be all right when the swelling goes down. Because the more you put the work in, the more you're going to feel good. Oh yeah, a lot of people think going through to get through is a smile. Now, that comes with some crocodile tears, some snotty nose, that comes with some hurt, that comes with some things that you didn't want to face. When we was young, we take them certain things with us when we get older. No, it's time to face them things, because when you face that, you're going to feel better. When you face that, that inner you is going to glow. That when you face that, that inner you is going to feel good. When you face that, you're going to become lighter. When you face that, you're going to like, oh, I should have did this a long time ago. But you have to be able to face self. You have to be willing You have to be willing to put the work in. And it's a lot of people, as I said, it ain't for the weak. It's not for the weak. It's only for the strong. And I know all of y'all strong, right? Oh, I know everybody here strong, because if you wasn't strong, you wouldn't be sitting right here. So there's something that's within you that wants to become better. I ain't trying to preach to you, but I'm just giving you the tools. I'm just giving you the nuggets. I'm just giving you the nuggets. Because we all have certain things, and we work on self every day. Every day we work on self to be better this day than we was yesterday. And it doesn't matter about time, because once you become knowing who you are, we already know time is nothing but a construct. If you keep on stopping, you will come back and have to catch that lesson again. That's the most important thing, to catch the lessons. Yeah, sometimes the lesson's gonna make you smile. Sometimes you ain't gonna feel good. Sometimes you just gonna say, "Hey, damn." But now you got to keep pushing, because the more that you keep pushing, the more that you're gonna be who you want to be. The more you keep pushing, the more that you're going to be able to there's nothing can stop you. The only person can stop you is you. Let me say that again. The only one can stop you is you. There might be some that can slow you down, but they can't stop you. And once you start seeing, wait a minute, this wasn't as hard as I thought it was. But you have to have a whole different perspective. That's one of the main keys. It's your perspective when it comes to you. Not what someone else is trying to project upon you. Not what mama used to say. Not what daddy used to say. Not what sisters used to say. As they say in the church, not how you used to be. Now, when you start getting on this journey and you thinking about I'm a whole new person. That don't even sound like me. That's a you problem. Because most people is not going to like it when you start to grow. See, they not going to like the new you. Why they not going to like the new you? Because they not going to be able to push certain buttons. They not going to be able to trigger you. They're not going to be able to get you to have a reaction that you used to have. See, when you learn who you are and you start facing these things, you call all your power back and you walk in that power. Now, there's some that like to talk, but no, you got to walk the walk. You got to walk in your power. And see, one of the most things that stop us is fear. Fear. Well, I'm going to tell you what you do with fear. You made like that train. You remember that cartoon with that train? I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. That's how you got to think. You got to let that fear be the code that going to keep you going. Because see, when we was all children, you remember when you was young? You ain't had no fear. They tell you couldn't do it. Oh, you just jump out there anyway. Nah, I'ma try it. Everybody else scared, but it only take one. It only take one, and that one is all of us. And it also comes with us also connecting. It also comes with us pushing each other, challenging each other, and challenging with love. Because at the end of the day, all of us supposed to move in love. Love is the most important thing. Because if you're not loving you, then what you're doing, you only existing. When you start to love on you, you start to grow. When you love on you, you start to have this glow on the inside that also comes on the outside, and people wonder, it's just something about her. It's just something about him. They can see it. They can feel it. Sometimes they can see the strength on you that you don't see in yourself. But if you don't never face self, how you gonna know? How you gonna know the strength that you have? How you gonna know how far you can go? This is why self-love is the most important thing. And one of the major things with self-love, it's levels to everything. It's just like when you was in school. You can't skip the levels. You can't skip it. Everything is a step. You cannot skip. When you skip, you ain't doing nothing but putting yourself 10 paces back. I call it one brick at a time, because when you plant one brick, another brick, there's a fortress. That's building you. That's building you. Self-love. But as I said, I'm glad that everyone is here. I'm glad that everyone is smiling. I'm glad that everyone is full. I can see everyone is looking good. Everyone is just having fun, and we're going to continue to have fun. But I'm going to get ready to bring up one of our speakers. Everybody know Will. Everybody knows Big Willie. And got Big Willie gonna come up here and drop some knowledge on you. Come on up here, y'all give him a hand. Come on up here, Big Willie. Oh man, come on, wait a minute now. People clap louder than that when they got graduations going on. This is a graduation right here. It's a graduation right here.
Yeah, let me set this thing up real quick, man. Yeah, let me go live on that thing. See at the bottom?
Yeah, go live.
Go live. We're in now. There we go. There we go. Back and Lord. We in here. Yes, Lord. Amen. 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 All the niggas say. So, okay, so let's take this love perspective, or love science to a higher perspective. So let's think about this, right? Let's think about this. So water, right? Do water need other water to validate itself? Do water need water to validate itself? No, it don't, right? So think about water being yourself, your true self, okay? Now, what I'm talking about is love. Love from the aspect of the soul, okay? So now, understand this, right? I really don't need this mic, but we gonna use it, okay? So let's replace the word soul for love, okay? So now, understand this, right? So because of this religion that we all are part of, we having this religious type of mind frame when we talk about love, right? We'll say self-love. We'll say I love this one, I love that one. Now understand this, right? So if we replace the word soul for love, check this out. So how about saying we are love having a human experience? That changes the whole look on everything when you are love having a human experience. So now, how do you get that particular love? If you are love having a human experience, you don't. You don't go out and look for it. You don't go out and try to grab it. What you do is recognize yourself. Okay, water don't have to recognize itself as water because water don't have a shell around it. We do. So we have to recognize ourselves as love in order to move at a higher level of thought. Okay, all right? Just to give you a different look at this, we are love having a human experience. Don't say soul no more. We're not going to do soul anymore. We're just going to say love. I am love having a human experience. Okay? That's all we are. That's all we have ever been. No more, no less. Okay? All right? So, looking at it from that particular perspective, there's certain things that doesn't fit well with me no more. Okay? Certain things that don't fit well with me, it just is a head scratcher. Okay? And it's no coincidence that this is Juneteenth weekend. Okay? So it's no coincidence, right? So for about 9 years, I have been going back and forth with this whole slavery thing. Okay? Going back and forth with it, putting out information about it. But even the information I put out in the past still don't sit well with me. Okay? Because you get to a point to where you become the meditation. Okay? So when you get to that particular point, there is no more really sitting down no more. Okay? You just walk in the energy at that point. Okay? You could be in the store. Motherfuckers say, hey, don't pick up that mayonnaise, that shit stank. Go get some other shit. So you become Venom. You become Venom in the white dude. Okay? Walking around. All right? You're just different. So this whole thing, it just haven't sat well with me for a long time. Even when I just sit back and look at this thing, right? So when I look back and think about it, I'm like, okay, so how is it possible? How is it possible for a certain individual, some people call him the cracker, some people call him the white boy, whatever, right? How is it possible for this person to enslave these particular people for so long? How is it possible? Let me take you here. So they just dropped a movie called Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Okay, so in this particular movie, this is the only movie that the co-stars of the Transformers were black people. It's the first time they did that. Okay, usually it's a white boy and all of that, Shia LaBeouf or Mark Wahlberg and stuff like that. But this is the first one. So in this movie, okay, it was a museum, right? So there was some ancient artifacts that needed to be talked about, examined, things of this nature. Nobody else in this whole place, okay, this whole museum could break down these artifacts except the black woman. Okay? They always go to this quote-unquote black woman to find out what's going on. She was able to break down, decode all of this stuff. Okay? So I'm looking at this like, really? Okay? And then this particular movie, all right, was based on these beasts that were quiet or hidden in a sense. Okay? All right? So what ended up happening was, all right, these beasts come about, and these beasts come bringing knowledge, bringing information. Okay? So these beasts are talking about, stay right there, man, enjoy this, stay right there. You know? So these beasts come through, you know, and they telling Prime, they're like, we've been working with the humans, you know, so you got to elevate yourself and all of that. So that's what they tell the Prime. Ultimately, what's going on with that particular movie, without me trying to go too deep, okay, is that the beast is actually our DNA. Okay, all right. So these beasts is melanated people's DNA or black people's DNA. Okay, which our DNA is alien. Okay, all right. I broke down the word alien, you know, a couple times through etymology and things of this nature. Basically, extraterrestrial, right? Beings not from here. So that's our DNA. Okay. Now I did a breakdown of these children in Canada that were being taken away from their families. So I talked about how it's a reason why these fires were happening in Canada. I don't know if some of y'all remember that, right? So it's crazy that those children that were being taken away from their families, okay, they were being drained for their DNA. These were indigenous children in Canada, melanated children. You understand? So, with that being said, I go back to this slavery. So how is it possible for this low vibratory energy to enslave a people, okay? And let's just go back, right? According to what we're taught, the further we go back as quote unquote black people, if we go back to Africa, they say we were stronger, more powerful. They say we were 7, 8, 9 feet tall. So how in the hell this scrawny white boy, okay, can enslave these type of people? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I've been battling this thing for 9 years. Okay, all right, it just didn't sound right. You know, plus, not only were we bigger, okay, we were sorcerers around this point in time. If we're talking about 400, 500 years ago, these niggas was fucking David Copperfield around this motherfucker, man. Okay, these niggas was magicians. Okay, so how in the hell did yeah, I'm back. Oh shit. So how in the hell did these so-called white boys, okay, enslave millions of us? And I'm talking about what I got from Spirit it was about one white boy per 500 black people. How is this possible, man? Somebody lying, bro. Okay? All right? The shit don't make sense. Okay? Think about this, right? Everything I see, right? The fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt, right? Fastest woman in the world, there's a few of them, but Shelly Ann Fraser Price, and I mean Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I mean the most powerful, the smartest. I don't care what it is. I'm talking about TikTok, nigga. Okay, I mean the chick come on there do a TikTok that next thing you know the white girls following her. You know, so it's like how in the hell everything that happens here go through melanated people. But you're telling me that I was a slave for 400 years. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. So I'm gonna stay on that for a second. So now you have, okay, these so-called slaves getting on these ships coming over here. So this doesn't make sense. Okay, so you're telling me the slaves that came over here, are they the best slaves in the world? Because how come Michael Jackson wasn't born in Gambia? Like how come Tupac Shakur wasn't born in Nigeria? How come hip hop was started in America? How come all of these people, everything was started here? So that doesn't make sense. If we're all one people, how come the most average rapper here can go in any part of this world and sell out a stadium, but no damn near nobody will come to America and sell out a shit? How, man? It should not make sense. None of it adds up. Oh, I know what it is. We love the victim shit. Victims feel good. We like to say, they did this to us. They did that to us. So it feels good. It feel like some good goodie. You understand me? That you know, it just something is up with this shit, man. So the other day, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad. So I said, well, niggas still don't have nothing, no proof, no nothing. All we got is, oh, well, it supposedly ran from over here to over here. And but what happened was it actually ran from this place to that. Depending on what so-called scholar you talk to, they're going to give a different answer. So if this is factual information, if I ask y'all 1 + 1, okay, y'all going to say 2. Everybody going to say 2. But you mean to tell me if I ask you, okay, what happened with Kunta Kinte and all this? Everybody go have a different answer. How is this? If we went through this shit and this shit really happened, it doesn't make sense. So let me get to my point. When I started to really understand this thing, I'm driving, I'm in my truck, I said, oh shit. I said, Brother Ty, I said, Harriet Tubman, Moses. I said, oh, she Moses. That shit never happened physically. It never happened physically. She was the Underground Railroad. She was the leader at the spine. She was the one to take the people who knew they were slaves to the top, right? And according to what they teach us, they say, according to what they teach us about Harriet Tubman, they say Harriet said she would have freed more if they knew they were slaves. So, that's starting to make sense. Where we are right now, family, where we are right now, we might be, us few over here, we might be the only people that don't love Jesus in this motherfucker. And they got probably about a few hundred people in this park. Easy. You know, so it's like, so that's my whole thing right now. So I'm really looking at this thing like, were we supposed to take slavery literally? And then you try to understand why you can never confine ships. Then you try to understand why not people saying, well, it was actually a cargo shipping, but you hear 3-4 different people saying, well, it was 100 million of us. Well, we don't have no proof or no water, no nothing. But then, when you start to understand this place metaphysically, when you understand that this place is not even what you think it is, when you really start to understand this shit, you find out that this is Africa. The head has always been Africa. I didn't think about this until the other day. In 2018, I was given the symbol of Africa being your endocrine system. Y'all remember that picture? Okay? So Africa is the endocrine system, but I never put 2 and 2 together. So if Africa is the shape of the endocrine system, and every map that they give us is wrong, then well, damn. And then you understand that NASA, we just talked about this, that NASA in Hebrew simply means to deceive or to mislead. So if that's the case, what the hell is really going on, man? So that made me sit back and say, well, okay, so the slaves were consciousness. The slaves were consciousness. We were in Africa, and we fell to America. We fell to the root, and then the movie Roots came out. So when the movie Roots came out, that was us where we are today. So all of us are Kunta Kinte right now, okay? Being metaphysically beaten, okay? Kunta Kinte. Don't niggas change their name as soon as a nigga claim another hood. Yeah, I'm such and such, such and such. I'm Pyru this, I'm Pyru. Kunta Kinte, nigga, is your name. Every time you claim something else. Slavery was never supposed to be taken literally. No slavery story was never supposed to be taken literally. It's all a metaphysical story based upon the spiritual and physical body. That's all it's ever been. And me looking at that shit now changes everything. So now, we ain't been here that long, family. Okay? The people who told you that you have been here thousands and millions and zillions of years was the school system. The same school system that told you was the slaves. Okay? Darwin, the Darwin theory. We came from monkeys. We were here 65 trillion years or billion years. Okay? Once you understand that time don't exist, then you really start to look back and really look at this thing like, well, how long have we truly been here? I have a little bro by the name of Isaiah. He hit me up. He said, man, big bro, man, check out the mythology of the Tatarian people. I said, okay. I'm going to check it out. Then he went in on it. He went in on the information. Now, according to that information, these particular people in this mythology, they came up missing or disappeared in the year 1800. So according to that mythology, life started in 1800. So the more I look at certain things, I'm like, well, okay, well, I just had a great aunt who transitioned at the age of 92, 93. I know her mother or grandmother, so I know they go past that particular time. But I said, but what about this 400 years shit? So I thought about that. I said, man, according to what I know right now, man, we only been here in this computer for about 400 years. And that might be pushing it. That might be stretching it. And don't take my word for it. Because this shit ain't in no fucking book. Okay? You have to go sit down and speak to these energies inside you. We ain't been here long at all. This shit is crazy right now. Okay? So, you know, I just wanted to drop a little something off, not too much. You know, something light. But just understand, we were once in Africa. Africa. Okay? Free the car, the soul. Okay? All right? The one. We fell into the United States. Okay? In the root. All right? Later on, roots came out and all this shit played out. And then, just like in Scripture, the Israelites, they are put in Egypt. Egypt is the physical body. Okay? They are in Egypt. Moses comes with the staff. When Moses comes with the staff, he freed the people. Let my people go. That's the same story as Harriet Tubman. But we made it real based on what we were taught in school. And think about this. We were taught this shit in school. Okay? But think about how extremely ignorant we are. We say the school system is horrible. We say the school system is the worst thing in existence. But the only thing we see real in the school system is slavery. Where they do that at? If the school system is fucked up, then all of it is fucked up. So why are we picking and choosing? Again, like I said, at the end of the day, we love playing a victim. We love it. We feel good because we can fuss at people. We can make noise. We can beat on drums. We can tell people that. The real reason is I'm scared. The bro said the fear, right? We're scared to step out and say, nigga, I'm God. Okay? And that's just a small part of me. I'm actually nothing. I'm the great nothing. I'm the great nothingness. And I've always existed. That's the fear. That's why I wanted Johnny Whiteboy to hang around just now. You understand? Because he needed to hear this. You know? He probably think he's somebody. Okay? And this ain't no hate speech, nigga. It's real speech. It is what the fuck it is. Okay? But yeah, I'm going to drop this off. You hear me? Something light. Yeah, nigga. Okay? We ain't here. Nigga. You hear? So, you know, let's something, man. Let's something. I'm done with it.
All right, Will.
Okay.
Okay. Don't be mad at my big finger. I hear it all the time. But we got the vid. Everyone enjoying themselves? Everyone enjoying themselves? Yes, because we getting it. You know, I was sitting here and even though they done said it, I had to really snap to myself. It is the Juneteenth. It is Juneteenth weekend. See, when you so focused sometimes, you don't even much be thinking about it, you know, because I know what comes with that. And as bro say, we ain't no slave. You can only be a slave to yourself unless you keep putting blocks in front of yourself. See, as I said earlier, you can be the only one that can stop you. But if you choose to work on you, the love, as it said, you are love. Love having a human experience. All right, I'm gonna bring up the artist that put this whole thing together. Come on over here, Drake. Y'all know her as Isis.
Hey, y'all. Okay. I've been doing a little cleaning, so I ain't gonna keep y'all long. But I did want to say something since I realized it is Juneteenth. And just like bro was saying, both bros, my brothers were saying, it's not a physical thing so much. It is very mental, okay? And for everybody that's celebrating Juneteenth, it's all about the freedom in your mind, okay? Getting out of the jail cell of your mind, the walls of your mind, okay? The enslavement of your mind. This is what Juneteenth is all about, okay? And that is really coming to your higher self and becoming free, okay? Being at freedom, which is a free soul, all right? So, for everybody that's celebrating it, okay? To be free is to be free in your mind, okay? You got to break the chains off your mind. It's not about the physical body. It's all about your mind, okay? So as long as you think that somebody, okay, has got a hold on you, or they doing something to you, or they out to get you, it's all about the enslavement of your mind. It has never been physical. It's all about the mental, okay? So that's really all I want to say, because a lot of people are celebrating Juneteenth this weekend, okay? And you need to think about that, okay? To be truly free is to be free in your mind, okay? That's what it's all about. And I ain't even going to get into the numbers of Juneteenth, okay? Oh, let me get away from the mic. The speaker. But, yeah. As y'all know, this is the spiritual self-journey, one-on-one meet and greet. We do this every year. I don't know why I am doing it. Maybe I need something to talk. Well, no. Okay. I don't know. Every time I get on the phone, I guess my mouth is too loud. Yeah, I am amped up a little bit. I'm on some Long Island. So, hey, island people. All right, so we do this every year, okay, and we do travel. So next year we will be in New Orleans, and that's where Big Willie's Will from. So we definitely going to his hometown, and we're going to be doing this whole meet and greet every year. It's all about coming together as a union, meeting like-minded people, okay? That's all about self-journey. That's all about becoming free, okay, of your mind. So we do this every year, and I just love giving back. This is something that I love to do, to give back to our people. It doesn't matter what color you are. It's just about freeing the mind of who we are, okay? So as a collective, all right? So I love doing this, and I'm definitely going to do this till death do me part. Y'all know I'm crazy. But I definitely just wanted to put that out there. I definitely want to shout out Heavenly. She graced us with a lot of waist beads for the goddesses, the goddesses always come and show out. I don't know what's up with you masculine men. Y'all need to come out here and free your mind, okay? Because the women, okay, we got a few guys that's always with us, okay? Our brothers gonna ride with us all the way, okay? But we definitely need our masculine men, okay, to come out here, because the women are definitely winning, all right? They definitely gonna free you, okay? Because you gotta go to your feminine just so you can be free, all right? So the women are definitely showing up and showing out. But it would be so grateful if some of our masculine men would definitely show up. Because it's all about being one. Not just with the woman physically, but masculine and feminine as one. Okay? You gotta get there. Alright? But like I said, I do this every year because it's something I like to do. Okay? And we all connect online. Alright? So I'm a people person, and I like to talk. Y'all know that, right? So I ain't even got to say that. I can talk all day, but I'm not going to do that, okay? But I definitely love doing this, and I'm so grateful that y'all came out. But back to Heavenly, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for gracing us with the waist beads. The goddesses definitely love them. And anytime anybody want to sponsor something when we do this is great too. You know, this is just a way to connect with everybody, whether you coming out. And she made sure, we had something. She gave us a donation. And I definitely am grateful for that. So thank you, Heavenly, for that. I really am grateful. Also, I want to give thanks to Will and Ty for coming and speaking. All right? masculine men definitely giving it to the women, giving it to us, okay? It's all about just rising above the mess that we face every day. And it's okay, to just come out, have a great time. I know y'all like to eat because I like to eat, I like to drink, I like to mingle, okay? So, yeah, if you didn't catch it this time, catch us in New Orleans. I definitely want to bring up my sister also because you know Divine Circle in the house. We gonna be here, okay? Come on up here, Miss Matt. Don't act like that. Y'all know we go hard, okay? We try to do this every week, you know, and it's just really giving the knowledge, okay? Because we stepping up and we showing out, and we definitely want to give different topics that we can actually give the divine knowledge on. It doesn't matter whether it's a star or NFL player or it's just a regular smuggler story, okay? We gonna put some divine magic on it, okay? So I'm gonna let her say a few words, and then we gonna get up out of here, okay?
And they definitely gonna be a few words. Hey, y'all doing? Is y'all? Few. I am a woman of few words. So, I'm firstly I want to say thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate that. Shout out to all the speakers. Shout out to everyone who shows up online and listens and all. Divine Circle is every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have been doing it every other Wednesday because of the event coming up. Other things been coming up, so we kind of pushed it back a little bit. But now that we got this event out of the way, we will be every Wednesday. You can catch us on Drake Channel, ISIS, or my channel, Miss Matt. It doesn't matter either way it go. Both of us gonna be up there, and we be tripping, you know, talking about pretty much whatever. If you guys have any subjects that you want to speak on, whether it's health, whether it's political, whether it's whatever, you know, just want to talk on some, just free to like, maybe they got on my nerves today. Come on up and talk about it. What happened? What did he do? What did you do? You know, we got to talk about both sides, you know. One thing I do love about our podcast is we just keep it real. And at the end of the day, we don't just get on the masculine energy because, you know, some podcasts say, oh, men this, men that. No, us females, we be tripping too. So I say that to say this. Y'all tune in every Wednesday. And I love y'all. Thank y'all. I'm done.
I'm just gonna get up out of here. I just want to say, yeah, y'all catch us every Wednesday. We definitely be sharing some dope stuff, and y'all can come up on and talk to us too, because we love to like make it, you know, like they say, the little chat. We definitely love chat, okay? We like to hear y'all opinions too, okay? Because we definitely be going in. But I'm gonna let Ty go ahead and close us out, and we gonna wrap it up. But y'all catch us in New Orleans. I'm for real now.
Yes. New Orleans, I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that. It's coming. It's coming. Yes, but everybody enjoying themselves. Everybody getting full of this spiritual food. You know, this knowledge and each and every one of us have to understand. Bruh said something that was very profound when he said it's a spiritual thing, and he said it's right here, and that is the beauty that you understanding. You are love. You are love having a human experience. You are love having a human experience. But don't let the human experience cheat you out of growing, cheat you out of elevating. Because as long as we're here on this plane, we all have growth to do. We grow every day. It's not a stop. It's non-stop. Because every day that you wake up, you get another chance. You get a redo. Yesterday might not have been your day, but today can be your day. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? It's all about the fight. It's all about the perseverance. It's all about understanding who you are, that you are loved. And love conquers all. Some might fight it. I ain't looking for it. I don't want it. Yeah, but in the end, they always lose when it come to love. Because even much if they ain't moving right, one thing they do know how to do, everybody experiences some love. Sometimes love can hurt. Sometimes love feel good. But if the more that you love on you and the more that you grow, oh, it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that everyone came out. I know we're gonna continue later on. You know, all of us gonna get together, and all of you that y'all missed us, be here the next time, and we're gonna see y'all later. All right.